Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with cards for today for the 12th of April 2017. Now, first of all, before I start the cards, they're going to be tricky. I know they are. I've had so many problems. This is the second video I've done because the first one actually crashed halfway through. There's stuff going on at the moment. So, like I say, just bear with me with this. But the first thing I want to say here before I start the cards, I only have 2 days left before I take a holiday. Today is completely fully booked. Emergency readings, everything all taken. So, I can't do any more readings today. Tomorrow, I do still have a couple of emergency readings left, So if you would like a reading before I go away, please get in touch today because by the end of today, they will be gone. What I want to say as well is if anybody would like to book a reading with me for when I come back on the 24th. If you book today or tomorrow, you can actually still get the old price. It has been changed on the website, but I will put a link below in the description where it is a link to actually go and pay the old price for the readings. But that is only today and tomorrow. So if you want to book a reading in for when I come back, then, please use this link. If you go to my website or go to my Facebook, you will be charged the new price, for the readings. I'm sorry I've had to put them up, but this is to actually sort the workload out as well. It's not about the money, but it's actually to sort the workload out. During this time I'm off as well, I am going to be making a few changes to the website and the way Love Buddha is run, and this is for you. This channel is for you, So please let me know any ideas or anything that you think this channel could work better with, Are these videos too long? I mean, I started off, they were meant to be about 5 minutes and now they're at least half an hour every single day, But I feel that the information that comes through needs that half an hour. But please, like I said, this is for you. Is there anything you would like to see? Anything you would like me not to do or anything, this is about you, and I want to work with you so that we make this experience in this channel the best that it can be for everybody. So I am all ears. I am open to anything. I might not implement them all, but I will actually take every single thing on board, so please let me know about that. So right, back to the cards today, and there's such a strange feeling coming through. There's the magic of the moon or the mystery of the moon. I did mention this being mysterious moon the other day, and I don't know where I'm going with these cards. I went to pull them, and every single deck I used to shuffle, the cards actually flew out. So, I didn't even pick these cards myself. They flew out. They told me they were getting picked. So there's 2 tarot cards today. We have the moon and we have the 3 of Cups. Now, these are the tarot apocalypses, and they go deep, And this card, the moon here, it's got a real, mystical and magical feel around this, Now, this is Hecate that is depicted in this, and she was the goddess of magic, of the nighttime, of witchcraft, and of the moon. So this card is talking to me about, I don't know, have you been calling in the power of the moon goddess, Because this is what is coming through. It's like she's came down to help in some way, These hounds that are around her, these dogs that are barking, these are alerting you to something, because I do feel within this, something is about to be unveiled. This is what I get. There's a secret knowledge coming from somewhere, or knowledge that has been hidden. So you're about to find something out. Now, this could be find something out about yourself. You might have this eureka moment or something like that, but it's like I say, there's this dark mystery that's surrounding this. Now, the name Hecate actually means worker from afar. So this is what I'm saying. The moon's energy is saying, here, use me, do whatever you want with me. So what we get with Hecate, what was, she's got keys there. This is opening doors. There's so much coming through with this card. Very, very magical feel. Now, she was known as being the one who couldn't be forgotten, and she would adapt herself during different generations as well. But she would inspire. People were in awe of her. People sort of, there was this like sort of hidden fear, but they were also drawn to her. And she could invoke change into all of the lives that she actually touched. So if somebody called in the moon, or they went to her, their lives would change, in some way or another, but always for the better, because she is not although she was demonized, she is not coming from a bad place, But what she would do, she would like reveal these mysteries that she knows, this secret knowledge, and she would encourage people to overcome any restrictions or any obstacles, that were in their way. But she would protect them during this as well. So she would take them away from danger, take them away from misfortune, and take them away from evil, The power that she has, it's like hidden power. This is what it is, but it's always connected with the ways of magic. So, as I've said before, she will open doorways, and she will like sort of bring change into those that hear her calling. So, if it's like, this is a bit like spirituality. Everybody thinks it's all, love and light, butterflies and stuff. It's not. There's a darker side. There's got to be. When you have something that light, you've got to have the dark with it. But this is feared by many, and it was actually told to be feared. People were taught to be scared of something that they didn't understand, and what this is saying is that, these mysteries that are around, these mysteries of the universe, will allow you to walk through this dark night, whether it's the dark night of the soul or whether it's just through the darkness, and not be afraid. So this is coming in to make you fearless in some way as well. This also tells us to look at our subconscious at the moment. I've mentioned dreams this week, and look at your dreams. What dreams have you been having? Have they been quite strange? Because I have a feeling that they are, because when we are in the dark, when our brain sort of shuts down its logical side, this is when we can be given this knowledge, this is when the moon is here to help us, and like I say, it will alert us to our subconscious, because a lot of times our conscious mind will try and block this out. But even in the dark, it's like the familiar can seem strange, when we are in the dark, when we don't know where we're going. So it's like, that dressing gown on the back of the door, can turn into like a ghostly figure, and your mind can play tricks on you. And this is what I feel. It's like you are being tricked in some way, and the moon is coming to reveal this trickiness, or to reveal this sneakiness that you are not aware of, And it is to guide you out of the darkness, not to keep you in the dark. This is what is coming through here. Now, when the full moon is here, or like I say, when we go out and we speak to the moon, a lot of times we will tell the moon our deepest, darkest desires. It's quite a primal feel coming in with this. And things that we keep in secret, like going out and howling at the moon, feeling that connection. But also being able to give our secrets to the moon. And, because with this, it's talking about that there's a lot of protection coming from it. And like I say, it's trying to make you fearless. Now, when Hecate, who this is about, she was often feared. Like I say, she looks quite witchy here. And these people that are around here, it's quite interesting, because I can't work out with this whether these are people who are jeering her, like the naysayers. This is because there's so many of them about, and especially when you decide to go on a spiritual path, people are scared of what they don't understand. So people will taunt it. It's like, like I say, they said she was a witch, and it's like, witch, you're a witch. And it's like, you'd think after 300 years they would come up with a different way to mock people, because this is how, this is what they say. But, being a witch, and this is what I want to read here. These aren't my thoughts, but I think that this is absolutely beautiful. I love it. And it's a witch is one who is aligned with her own infinite ancient nature, a healer, a wise woman, a co-creator with the universe, and a believer in the magical sacred divinity of themselves and all beings. Autonomous, somebody who aligns with the cycles, seasons, and power of the earth and moon through ritual and communion. Their physical bodies and Mother Earth are one. The moon speaks to them, the trees speak to them, the animals speak to them, the ancients speak to them, and they live inside them. Their powers are many times infused with love, the oneness that is all of nature and her creatures. Once hunted for their powers, but now at the time of the earth's greatest need, they rise. So this is what I feel is happening at the moment, you know. There are so many people that are seeking out the ways of the ancients, you know, because the ways of the currents is not working. And this is what it's saying, you know. It's like you are having this calling to delve deeper into something. Sorry, I said calling and the phone rang. Right, okay, I don't even... sorry about that. I can't turn it off. So yeah, and what happened within this is she was depicted by the Christians as being this ugly old woman. So this is the idea that we have in our head of witches, you know, like women with warts on their nose and sitting all twisted and not nice. That is the complete opposite to a witch, you know. A witch is a beautiful being who usually is actually quite beautiful in their appearance because it is the goodness that comes out in them, you know. A witch isn't dark or nasty or evil, you know. A witch is actually one of the most beautiful creatures that you can actually see, you know. So, right, does somebody not get the message? Right, thank you. Right, okay. So, like I say, within this card, it's like the witch, or, you know, Hecate here is here to unveil mysteries to you that you may have hidden from, or that may have been hidden. Now, it was often said she would hold two torches, you know. Within this, she has a dagger and a torch. But it was often said that she would have like sort of 3 heads and 3 bodies. And this is quite like sort of interesting because the other card that came out with it is the 3 of Cups. And if we have a look, there's 3 women there, you know, and it's sort of like the 3 graces, you know. That was my mum's favourite ornament, the 3 graces. But what I'm getting through with this in one way, I feel some of you could be dealing with a 3-way situation, a relationship. This is coming in. I'm not going to go too much into that. If you are, then, you know, there could be something come out in this message, but I do feel there could be 3 people involved in this, okay? But I want to go straight back onto this card and not focus too much on that. Right, so what it actually says in the book about this card, and I loved it, it's like wine drunk alone is poor and bitter, but in company it is the sweetest taste to ever pass the lips. Now this is, right, hold on, they're giving me a song there. The sweetest kiss I ever had was one I never tasted. Right, that's a song by Sixto Rodriguez, one of my favorite artists. And it's a song called Cause. I can't remember all of the words. Cause. I can't remember all of the words, but that song's just came in, so I don't know if you want to look them up or whatever. But anyway, back to this card. There's a lot of crossroads at the moment. There's a crossroads at the moment. They're showing me things crossing. And right, okay. You know what? This could be an X again. They're showing me just a cross, and it looks like a huge X. So there's something happening with this, right? Okay, I'm getting back on with these cards rather than actually going into the full. Yeah, like I say, we've talked about maybe things returning. Be on the lookout for that. But anyway, this card is talking about joy and celebration here, you know. And this is talking about a festival, and what they would do is they would drink wine. They would reopen old wine that had been sort of hidden and buried as well. They would bury wine before the winter months and then open it up again in sort of the springtime. So there's a reopening stuff there. They're talking a lot about doors here, aren't they? Doors reopening, you know, and doors to go through as well. But this This is talking about a liberation. There's a liberation coming, like a freedom. And you know, this card is looking massively at, it's like poetry, it's music, it's friendships, you know, this is it. It's all coming together. This festival was like a 3-day festival. Now that's strange because we have Easter weekend coming up, and I'm spending it with friends, and I'm actually so excited already. But this card is talking about looking at your friendships, you know, looking where you feel like you can be yourself as well, you know, like your tribe, you know, and I really feel this is a time for coming together with your tribe here. It's like the dark clouds will part when you are around these friends, and things will bloom, and you know, there's a lovely feeling coming through with this. But what I find interesting with this is, can you see, they've all been wearing masks, but it's now the masks come off. So this is about, you know, when you are around people that you feel you can be your 100% you with, this is when you will find this joy, this harmony. This is when you will feel this carefree, you know, and you will feel that it is okay to be you, no matter what you do, you know, whether you're a witch or not, you know. But one of my friends, Christian, I love him dearly, and he's so funny. And he'll introduce me to people. He'll go, "Oh, this is my friend Tanya. She's a witch," and I'm like, "I'm not a witch." And he'll go, "Yeah, but you are." Now I know I'm not a witch. "Yeah, but you are." And you get these people that he just introduces me to looking at me like whoa, what's going on, you know? But he is part of my tribe, and I absolutely love the guy to bits. But that does make me laugh. But you see the fear in people straight away as soon as he does that. People sort of like step back, you know? Everybody is scared of the unknown, something that's different, or someone that's different, you know? And what this is saying, I feel, is don't be afraid to be yourself, you know, be around people where you can be yourself, you know, and this is where, you know, like I say, there's a creative feel around this. There's a celebration of life. Your friends, you know, are the ones, your true friends, you know, want what is best for you, not for them. You know, it's not about, all right, what's in it for me? It's like, you know, they will stand back and let you do something that they disapprove of, if they think that is the best thing for you, you know. One of my friends always says to me, "You're going to do what you want anyway, Tanya, so all I want you to know is that I'm behind you with whatever." And that is great, because, you know, they might have opinions, but, you know, they trust me to make my own decisions. And by making your own decisions, this is when you can make your own mistakes, and that is when we learn, you know. So as long as they're there to support at the end of it, then that's great. But this is talking about, like I say, celebrating life, you know. It's words, it's music, it's fun. Actually having proper fun. So, you know, if you haven't got that in your life, if you haven't got this playful feel, go out and get it, you know, because this moon is trying to open a door for you. This is what it is. And I really feel this is around friendships, or people who are going to come into your life who will, like I say, we've talked about Akatia and how she changes people's lives. And I really feel there's people around here at the moment who will do that, you know. So there's a lovely feeling coming with this, you know, and I really feel it's about keeping you grounded. And there's a little bit debauchery coming out in here, but if you can't be debauched with your friends, then, you know, then they're not really friends. Sorry. No, but you know, when you can just totally be yourself, this is what's coming. But like I say, there's celebrations, and I feel in 3 days' time. So what are we on now? Wednesday. So we're Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yes, Saturday or Sunday, I feel is important, important around this. But with these, I think it's just, you know, use this power of the moon to step into your authenticity, because you are protected, you know, and there is secret knowledge that is going to come out with this. Now, when we go on to the Osho card, this is the miser. Now, funny enough, that actually looks like what a typical depiction, is that even a word, of a witch is, you know. And if we have a look at this person in the card, it's sort of like they've cut themselves off here. It's like they've built a wall around themselves, you know, and they look pretty hardened, but also pretty sad. So, right, this is interesting. It's like, have you cut yourself off from something? You know, have you sort of not been having this fun and this, you know, this these nice times, and have you not been sharing? Because, like I say, the Osho, you know, tells us how it is, doesn't it? You know, so this is like, you know, it's sort of like shutting down, closing off. I'm getting with this, you know. But it's like when you open up, this is when you see the true beauty of the world. If you think the world is a big, scary, dark place, like what people are told within this card, you know, then it will be. But by sitting in fear here, because that's why she's cut herself off, you know, what she is doing, she is making her world cold and empty, you know, and it's like the more you give out, the more you receive as well. And often I feel it's like it can be scary to take a risk, you know, and to take a risk with something. You know, and this could be around people when I'm linking in with these other cards, you know, but it's so rewarding. And when you give without expectation, you know, you will not get disappointed. But if we look at her, she's there, she's clinging on, she's got a load of stuff as well. And this is like stopping people from taking her stuff, you know, stopping people from taking her trust as well. But this is, she's scared. She's scared of losing what she has, which when you actually look at it, is it making her happy? You know, it's not. And what it's doing, her stuff and holding on to it tight is actually making her lonely, you know. So this is causing that problem herself by keeping yourself closed and keeping yourself back from the wonders that are there in the world and the wonderful people that you could connect with as well, you know. This is making you lonely, you know, and sad in some way here, it's saying. So this card, I feel, is saying to you, you know, look at areas where you are cutting yourself off, you know, look at what is stopping you from, like, moving forward, you know, and what about, you know, it might not just be material things that you're keeping to yourself, it could be things of the emotional sense as well, and there could possibly be a fear of being vulnerable. You know, so it's like there's a real, I'm getting with this, it's like a fear of opening up emotionally, you know. But how frustrating is that to actually have all of these emotions inside and not be letting them out? You know, this is actually causing a lot of problems, you know. So this is saying, like, you know, it's time to take a risk. If you have emotions inside of you, you know, this could be about another person, you know, and you're keeping them to yourself. Now, all I know is that at times in my life when I have took the risk and told somebody how I feel or something like that, you know, and I showed my vulnerability, I'm glad I done it. You know, it might have been met with rejection in some way, but at least I was open and true to myself, you know. So being closed, this is just punishing you, you know, and it's cutting you up. It's cutting off the flow, you know, and it stops you from feeling free because you are in your own prison, like, you know, you've built this prison within yourself as well. So this then closes you off to new possibilities of having this harmony, this blissful time, you know, and this connection with new people. So don't close yourself off. Don't be scared here, because like I say, we have the moon's energy protecting you. So whatever comes out during this moon time is actually going to be a blessing for you as well. And, you know, when you loosen your grip, this is when you can feel the freedom. You know, if you're clinging to something, it's not yours anyway, you know. So, like I say, let it go. And when you feel like the expansiveness of sharing, when you actually start to share, you will realize how much you actually get back, you know. So what Osho says about this card is, the moment you become miserly, you are close to the basic phenomenon of life, expansion and sharing. The moment you start clinging to things, you have missed the target. You have missed because things are not the target. You, your innermost being, is the target. Not a beautiful house, but a beautiful you. Not much money, but a rich you. Not many things, but an open being available to millions of things. And like I've been at the point where I've had literally nothing in the bank, nothing in my purse or whatever. But even just that time of spending that time with friends, I do feel, and I say this all the time, and this isn't in any way, just a flippant remark. I am actually the richest girl in the world. I have these riches. I have these amazing connections with people, and I found my tribe. There's still other people of it to find, but I have my tribe there, and that, money can't buy that. It's priceless. So like I say, there's a lot of what are you doing here to cut yourself off. This is what I feel is coming through. And are you still wearing this mask or hiding behind this wall? Because when the moon comes out, what is hidden is about to be revealed. After the dark comes light, doesn't it? And illumination. So yeah, and then that stops the restriction they've just said there. So sorry, the Colette Baron Reid card here as well is the truth be told. Now, this is saying that, you are being called to proclaim your truth out loud here, stand and shout it to the moon, shout it to the sunshine as well, just shout it from the rooftops. This is a time when you need to be transparent and you need to be honest here, and you need to be very open in your communication with yourself and with others, I feel, this is it. It's like telling the truth to yourself and to everybody else. So this is saying that you need to surrender here, and peel off any layers of denial that you have. There's probably quite a lot of them there, because a lot of us like to live in denial. But what that denial does is this keeps us tied to an illusion that isn't real, So by telling the truth, it might piss some people off, but it will also set you free as well. So be authentic here, and, even within your flaws, we all have flaws, but this is saying, stand up and be proud of them. Once you do this, Spirit will answer you. Spirit will send you a miracle. And if we remember, a miracle is when we change our perception from fear to love. And this is it, when we are not scared of being who we are, when we can stand up and be proud. Like I say, with this, there's the people, there's the naysayers, the jeerers, and when you do this work, you get it quite a lot. You get it on a daily basis, but you get it in a personal sense as well. And I have been mocked and ridiculed a lot because of my beliefs, but it's standing strong in them. And it's like, yeah, you take a pop at me. I completely believe in my truth, and I believe in Spirit, and I believe that I'm doing the work I'm meant to do. And if people don't like that, that is their bad, because there's some element of fear around them that they don't understand this, or they are scared of it. They could be scared of the power of it, and that is it. It comes from a fear within them, and that is not going to stop me from doing what I do. I get messages. I get beautiful messages on a daily basis from all of the beautiful people like yourselves that I connect with, and then I get the messages, telling me how, I'm doomed and going to hell and whatever because of what I do, But at the end of the day, when I'm standing in my truth and I'm standing in my power, that doesn't bother me in the slightest, So this is what this is saying. The truth will set you free. And when you can stand in your truth and in your power and speak your words of honesty, this is when you will start to see the rewards. You will actually see it. The people that you then need in your life will gravitate towards you as well, and they will all respect you so much for speaking your truth. So this is saying, like if we look at people as well, people will tell us very quickly who they are if we sort of watch them and watch their actions as well, because a lot of times people can say the right words, and they talk the talk and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, are they walking their talk? Because that's what you need to look at. And there's a lot of people don't, So like I say, this is saying pay attention to other people, because they will tell you who they are. If somebody is gossiping to you a lot, then you're probably, the chances are they will be gossiping about you to other people as well. So like I say, just, what somebody does to you, they will do about you, So like I say, it's look at Look at the vibe of the people that you are surrounding yourself with as well. Because this card is saying here that, there needs to be a heartfelt conversation here as well. And it's saying it's the time to tell the truth. Time to tell the truth to somebody. So I really feel there could be communication coming in here. And if we have a look, the mask is there as well, isn't it? So it's like, this owl of wisdom who is ready to open the doors into freedom and love and truth, because we have the hearts all coming out of this. It's like he is standing on top of the mask. So this is taking the mask off and being completely authentic as well, So being authentic with other people, telling them what it is that you want and telling them what it is that you need as well, because this is speaking your truth. A lot of times we put things off because we don't want to rock the boat, or we don't want somebody to think bad of us. But when we actually express our desires and our wants and our needs clearly, and then if somebody can't fulfill them, that is cool, but at least we have told the truth. So this is saying, are you willing to sort of stand up and be counted? Are you willing to take that mask off and show the true you, down to the bare bones of you as well, And are you willing, do you want this life of authenticity and abundance that much that you're willing to do this? Because some say it's the ultimate sacrifice, but you're sacrificing nothing. You are sacrificing yourself if you are not standing in your own truth. You are then sacrificing your life, not by telling the truth, So this is saying, like if you want to be an artist within life, do you make that a priority, or do you keep that hidden, and scurry off on a night time and do some little paintings or something like that, under the light of the moon? Because that isn't standing up and saying, this is who I am, If you want to be a healer, do you actually go out and heal? Or do you say, I was speaking to somebody the other week, and they were saying that they don't put a lot of stuff on their social media because of what other people will think. So that's not actually standing in their power. That is hiding who they are. And that is actually diluting the belief in your belief by doing that. It's standing up and being who you are, and actually being able to voice your beliefs and your opinions without fear of ridicule, or even if ridicule comes, that you have the knowledge to back that up, So it's like, you really need to stand in yourself, It's like saying here, a writer's got to write, a singer's got to sing, This is it. If it's in you, and this is what it's talking about with this. It's quite a bohemian-y type vibe coming through here. So it's by listening to your true calling, by calling the moon in as well, because this is a great time for manifestation. And actually the Three of Cups is often a card of manifestation as well. So this is about getting clear on what it is you really want, using the magical, mysterious powers that are around at the moment, listening to your true calling and actually acting on it, because this is when you will move forward. So told you I felt that we're going to be heavy today. So the new Spirit Oracle card that I got, I really love it. Look at that, I mean, the colours in this is so, it looks more blue on there. It's actually, it's more like sort of indigo violet. So this is talking about your top two chakras, your crown chakra and your third eye. So this is about tapping into the magic what's there, and like I say, it does look like there's been tears here again, but these tears are, can we see the hopes and dreams that are there? So I really feel that there could have been, you may have thought that you've lost your dream or you've lost your way in some way, but this is saying no. All you need to do is turn your intuition back on, and this is it, tap into it, tune into it. It's still there, Spirit will never desert you. Never ever desert you. It doesn't matter whether you've disconnected with them for 20 years, when you come back and you knock on that door, they open it with welcome arms. They're saying there. God, I love them. Right, so what is saying with this card is innocence, purity, joy. You are being encouraged to just be you. Be a shining light for the world. Expect positive outcomes to flow from your honesty and pure intentions. How do they? I'm now using 4, 5 different decks and they tie in perfectly with each other. It's just, this is how special the universe is, and this is how important it is to actually take your guidance from it. You know, they know. This is the thing, they know here. So I hope that made sense to some of you. I feel that's been like quite stern, but like really soft in a way as well. But yeah, it's they've just said there that's Mother Moon for you, you know. So yeah, try and be fearless. Don't be scared to be you, you know. Be scared to not be you. That's what you should be afraid of. Living a life where you are wearing a mask and pretending to be somebody else, because that is the scariest. I think that is the scariest nightmare in the world, you know, isn't it? To live a life like that. So I hope those cards made sense to you. Please let me know. Like I say, if anybody would like a reading tomorrow, you know, please get in touch. There is emergency readings available. And if anybody would like to book a reading for when I come back at the old price, please get in touch again today, you know, because it's only today and tomorrow that they're available. And yeah, it's yeah, I think this weekend, where they're talking about this weekend again, and this weekend there's it's Easter, isn't it? You know when Jesus came out of the cave and they went and this stone was there, that they're showing me a lot of that. It's like the stone and risen, renewal, you know, rebirth, coming back from the dead in some way, resurrecting, right? Well, it's all the R's, isn't it? All the R's. Yeah, so like I say, just wait and see. But I love those cards today. So like I say, I will put a link underneath for if you want to book a reading at the old price. It will be there today and tomorrow, and then it's gone. Okay, but have a fabulous day, and please let me know what you think I can do to change this channel, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, and how I can make it better for all of us. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous day. Satnam.